Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Clemson's offense takes the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Twist his way through. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Handoff to the lone back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give to the tailback. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Able to get one down to the 15.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
These linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Pocket starts to collapse. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get to get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The give from the gun. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're going to ride this running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game, in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They want to run it left here. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to move it through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the
And I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. They'll try to run for it. The Tigers get it past the sticks.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration to stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tiger.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man on the right. And he's wrestled to the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He's going to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. To the ground with the back. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Off the RPO, complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Release to the back. They're working that left side. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. DBs will try to keep everything in front. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They go to the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
When you're a defense, you stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little...
And that's a live ball behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On third down, he drops to throw. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, of this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's going to pass on second down. He's got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Robinson.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Tackle is made after the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. The sure hands, it's Donald. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you.
The running back.
Grab where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Clemson.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Time to take a shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Unloads quickly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for...
He uncorks one deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The